Good morning. A few minutes late. This 10 a.m. thing is going to be a little learning curve for me. If you are here, please say hello. I don't know what that just did. I'm trying to learn this new camera of mine, but I think I'm going to have to watch some YouTube videos. Welcome to, I think we need to make it that big. Okay. Oh my gosh. Welcome to Coffee and a Card. I've got my coffee here. I'm on my second cup of coffee this morning. If you're drinking a hot beverage or a cold beverage, let us know what you're doing. Hi, Loopy. How are you? Loopy's not a coffee drinker, right? I think I learned that. Did I learn that? Is that true? Hi, Donna. I have to shut myself off from the coffee or I get a little jittery, but I really enjoy my coffee. So I am definitely a coffee drinker and I love iced tea, but I'm finding that I have to cut myself off a little bit from that as well. Hi, Kathy. We're going to make a Valentine card today, but it could also be a wedding card, an anniversary card. Let me get my camera here. It's going to be kind of in my shot here. There we go. There we go. I knew I was right. So Loopy is not a coffee drinker. I think I'm going to bring this down just a teeny bit. Sorry for the arm. There we go. And the boobs. Got my boobs right there in the middle of the shot. Okay, this is the card we're going to make, but we're going to add a sentiment. I didn't have time. I was already 15 minutes late this morning, so. But I think it's beautiful. And this has no stamping on it. But we are going to add a sentiment that will have some stamping. I just got started, and I just love the dies in this set. Donna says she only uses decaffeinated tea for her iced tea. Louisiana is good. I have bought Lipton decaf tea for my iced tea, but I'll have to try the Louisiana. Kathy has a half a cup so she doesn't get a headache. Yeah, caffeine really helps with the headaches. I know my daughter suffers from migraines, and she always takes an Excedrin migraine, is that right? And a Diet Coke or a Coke, and that usually takes care of it for her. It's evidently caffeine kind of unrestricts your little veins. Sorry, you guys. How rude. Okay. The card we're making today, this is actually in the annual catalog. It is, let me find what page it's on. It's just so beautiful. And like I said, it works for wedding. I think it would be a nice thinking of you card. It's Always in My Heart stamp set, page 74. So you get these stamps and then dies to cut everything out. It's pretty cool. The stamp set's only $18. So that's what we're using today, the Always in My Heart. Oh, Loopy has the set, and she loves the Louisiana tea too. Well, I'm going to have to grab that. I've started using Instacart. Does anybody use Instacart? And just to try and make my life a little easier. I got it free delivery through April. Somehow there was a promotion or something. So they just sent me a thing that if I order $30 or more today, I get a $20 coupon. So I've got to put in something, right? I've got to order something today to use that free $20. So I will order some Louisiana tea. Okay, let's get started on our card. Let me know if you use Instacart and if you like it, because I have till April, to decide if I want to get rid of it because I don't have to pay the annual fee. I got a free trial period or something. I'm using the thick basic white 8.5 by 5.5. I scored it at 4 1/4 to make my card base. And because I'm using that beautiful paper again, and the name escapes me, we've been using this for our last several projects. Flowering Fields. This is in the new catalog, the new mini catalog. If you guys don't have catalogs, if you're watching and don't have a catalog, I would love to get you one. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, just message me or put a comment in the comments and I will get your contact information and get one out to you. Okay, now we're going to take a piece of Pool Party, and I'm using my retired fast fuse because I told you all Monday I'm out of the Stampin' Seal, but I have a great supply of this. And I cut this layer down to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I didn't want too big of a frame around the edge, so I usually do 1/4 of an inch. I usually do 4 by 5 1/4, but I just wanted a tiny little white frame around it, so I did 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. We're going to do a lot of die cutting today. So let's pull out the Big Shot. And I'm going to take a scrap or a square of basic white cardstock. This is the stamp set I'm using. See, there's Happy Anniversary, Happily Ever After. You had me at hello. So this stamp set would work great for weddings as well as anniversaries and Valentine's Day. So I'm going to use this beautiful kind of, I call it filigree, but it's not really, heart die. And while we're rolling that through, let's roll. I've got some, see how much I can squeeze on here. This is what I like to do. I'm going to take this die from the coordinating dies, and they're just a bunch of greenery. It's going to cut out 4 of those little leaves all at one time. And then I'm using the soft succulent. Again, I pulled that color out of the paper. And then I'm going to take a Poppy Parade and pull this die, which is the outline of these flowers. And then we'll have to cut one more time. We'll have to send a couple more things through. Okay. Oops. I am going to set these aside. I have to. You'll end up with a solid heart that you can use for another project. Hope I don't lose these in between here. Okay, now I'm going to cut another one of these. Let me kind of get our basic white one out of here. Isn't that beautiful? It's very fancy. Very fancy. Okay, and we're going to cut another one of those out of our designer series paper. I'm going to get I don't want a bunch of leaves. I want the tulips to be right in the middle there. As many as I can. Didn't pay attention to that when I cut this piece out. That should be good. Just make sure we're all on here. There we go. I'm being too persnickety. Okay, and then I'm going to take some Blushing Bride, and I'm going to take the solid outline of those flowers. These flowers that we cut out, it's not the solid outline, it's the solid portion. And I'm not sure which one or which, so I'm just going to cut these all out. Make sure I have the right one. There's so many. I'm going slow so those dies don't jump on me. Because I didn't tape them down. Okay. And then you have this little solid heart that we are going to use for the project. And then this other piece we can save for another project, or we can just repeat the same card, which I may do later, and I'll post that on the Facebook page. I love to use my little, I don't know what this tool is called, but it's in the back of the annual catalog. It's an insert that you can add to the U-Pick tool. And it comes with the brush. I think it comes with 2 brush heads and then 2 of these spongy things. I don't know how to explain it. They're kind of like a sponge. And I just use it when I use it a lot when I'm cutting out these very fine dies. So there, we could make just another card, but using this as our outline, which is what I'll probably do. And then I'll probably put the white flower or the white heart in the middle with one of the sentiments right on the heart. So just stay tuned for that. Or I might just stamp the sentiment right there. I don't know. But I'll post that later if that is what I do. Because you don't want to waste that. All right, here's our little outlines. We're not going to use that one. But we are going to use these 2. And I just used a little scrap of the Poppy Parade. Now when you look at this stamp set, each flower and leaf has an outline and a solid. So you can stamp the outline in one color, and I tried that earlier, but I don't see it. I probably tossed it. I wanted the I wanted to use just the dies, I think, after I looked at what I had. So we are going to glue this onto the middle. And there's lots of space to add some glue. I just always use my multi-purpose liquid glue on these. Our adhesive sheets would be a good thing to use with this. It turns it into a sticker. But I find it's pretty easy just to do this. I'm not really a fan of fine tip glue because I have a problem getting the glue stuck in the channel, and then I have to fight to get that channel open again. It's because I don't pay attention and I leave it open too much. It's user error, not any fault of the fine tip glue, but anyway. So that's that. Then we're gonna put our little designer series heart in the middle. No, can you guys tell I love this paper? I've been using it for everything. I need to broaden my horizons and try something different, but I just love it. Okay, here are the leaves that I cut out of the soft succulent, and I'm going to just kind of put them in the left corner of our little heart here. Just kind of, because we're going to put the little flowers over top of them. And before I do that, I'm going to figure out which of these goes to which of these. Now these, it might be a good idea to use those adhesive sheets because they are so small and fine, but I'm going to just use my, these might be the same. There we go. That one goes to that one. I'm just going to kind of smear. Hi, Stephanie. Thank you. Quietly watching. Okay, so this one must go on to this one. Yep. And you've also seen me take a little sponge before. If you've followed me for any length of time, you might have seen me. Can't find my little glue sponge. I have a little sponge. Here it is. When I'm doing fine things like this. And I use my silicone pad. And I just pick up the glue from the silicone pad and just kind of like I'm just daub it on the back. Then you don't get a lot of drips from your glue. So I do that too. Whatever works, right? Okay. So now I'm going to take some, Stampin' Dimensionals and pop these little bit flowers up a little bit right along the edge of that heart. Hey, Ariel. Oh no, Stephanie had a caffeine withdrawal headache. We were just talking about that. Oh, if you ever want to cut the caffeine habit, That is hard, man, because you will have headaches. Bad ones. So I just go with it. I'm just going to love the caffeine. Then I'm going to take this one little leaf and kind of have it peeking out. It'd be easier to use my tweezers. This feels really awkward for some reason. There we go. Okay, so that's basically the card, and then we're going to add a sentiment, and I am going to add that to a piece of basic white with some Poppy Parade. And then I think I'm going to cut it out with a die. I know, Ariel. I was thinking of having an in-person class the end of this month, but everything's going crazy again, so I just don't know what to do. Now, there is a banner die that's really pretty that comes with the set. It looks really pretty across the front of the heart. These little score lines, you fold it in, and then your sentiment would be very, it would be dimensional, is what I'm saying. Sorry, y'all. My nose is running. But I didn't want it to take away from all the others, so I decided not to use that. I was almost going to use that, but I decided not to. Now, I could just kind of cut this out and flag it, but I think I'm going to grab a die. My stitched rectangle dies, and I'm hoping this little one will fit. And it does. And I'm going to put it right down here in this corner. I think I'll use that skinnier one. I just, Kansas City right now is going crazy with all the people getting COVID. My daughter had it again. She's vaccinated. So I just don't know what to do. I'm getting tired of it. I know that. She's fine. She's over it. She just had like cold symptoms. I was not near her or by her, so I was not exposed. She just called. She was supposed to have a procedure done and needed a negative COVID test before they would do it. And she had it, so she was not hardly sick at all. So she just kind of had a cough and a runny nose. She thought it was her allergies, because she does have those. So her family has been quarantining. I think Wednesday was their day. Okay, there's my little card. Now, we could have maybe moved that up higher, and but I think it looks okay. I kind of like my heart in the middle of the card. I think I'm going to add some little gems. They are right around here. Here we go. These are the genial gems. They are in the annual catalog. And I'm just going to put a few on here. Probably 3. I always do 3. I think 3 is a good number. Okay, that is the card. Isn't that pretty? The dies just do all the work for you. So I hope you enjoyed that. If there's any questions you have or anything I can help you with, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. That's all the news I have. Don't forget about Celebration. If you place an order of $50 or more, you get a free product from the Celebration brochure. If you have ever considered joining Stampin' Up! Right now, they have an incentive that you can join and get 2 additional stamp sets. So you choose $125 worth of product, any product you want, for $99 and free shipping. Then you can add on 2 additional stamp sets over the 125. I don't know why they just don't give you a bigger limit, but that's just how they do it. 2 stamp sets. So you can get quite a haul. And if you have any questions about that, we would love to have you on our team, and I would be happy to answer them. So you guys go out there and have an awesome Wednesday, and I will see you Monday for Make It Monday. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.